As training camp nears, everyone's getting excited. The Seattle Seahawks have every reason to be excited. They are going to be a really good team thanks to really good back-to-back drafts, Geno Smith, the whole deal. But there's one player that the Seattle Seahawks drafted that nobody's talking about. And if you're new to this channel, we cover teams that don't get the coverage from the national media like they should. The Seattle Seahawks, one of those teams. When you had Russell Wilson, I get it. You're really good. You had a lot of coverage. You're always hearing about Seattle. Not hearing about Seattle as much, and I don't get it because they're going to be a really good team. We are Detroit Lions fans. Our main channels on the Detroit Lions, Sports Talk Detroit, up here in Michigan. So when you guys drafted Oluwatimi, center, in the 5th round, I had to figure this out. I was like, hello, are you kidding me? This guy is an absolute stud. I'm going to give you 2 facts that you're like, I cannot believe that he lasted until the 5th round. I don't get it. Here's a picture of all your draft picks. You've got a couple different Michigan guys. Even Charbonnet went to Michigan for a little bit. So yes, Witherspoon, Jackson Smith and Jigba, love it, love it. Charbonnet, cool. Mike Morris, very good. 5th round. He's a very good player. Like, I just can't say enough about Mike Morris. But Oluwatimi in the 5th round, the best center in college football on the best offensive line in college football, goes in the 5th round. I don't understand that. Here's some facts about him. The guy did not give up a sack. Let me see if I get this right. Let me read this correctly. He played almost 1,000 snaps last season for the Michigan Wolverines, and he gave up 0 sacks, 100%. Like, it doesn't surprise me. Like, I don't remember being like, really? I thought he gave up. No, like, nothing was coming up the middle. This guy was an absolute stud for the Michigan Wolverines. Here's a next thing for you. Last season, Michigan averaged 240 yards rushing. And Michigan was a pro-style offense. I mean, yes, were they trying to run the ball? Yeah, they were absolutely trying to establish the run because they could and they would, and they had the best center in the league or in college football, and you had the best offensive line in college football. So yes, you're trying to run the ball, but it wasn't like a triple option run heavy. I mean, it was just efficient, productive, and we had the best center in the league. So now this center goes to the Seattle Seahawks. And what I barely heard about this. Like, I thought of it the other day. I was like, where did Oluwatimi go? I wonder. I don't remember seeing this. And it's right here. There's the stat I saw. 918 snaps, 0 sacks allowed. So he started the varsity offensive line. Blah, blah, okay. And then he ends up transferring to Michigan. After he was at Virginia, he said, each time I transferred, felt like transferring out of necessity. When I left the Air Force Academy, it wasn't the right spot for me. I kind of committed there reluctantly, committed after signing day because one of the best opportunities being lightly recruited. I got to Virginia. I walked on, but I was able to ascend because of my work ethic and belief in myself, knowing that I would work hard. I could learn the system, compete my butt off. So awesome. Goes all good things. Then he goes to Michigan as a grad student. As a Wolverine, Oluwatimi took on a bigger role in the offense, calling out blitzes, leading the line. It was his best move yet. Consensus All-American, as well as the Outland and Remington trophies. Pretty solid. It's so unbelievable. He said, following, okay, yeah. And so here's the thing. I love to play cards. There was one other thing he said. So basically what you have is a Seattle Seahawks team. I get it. He's good. A Seattle Seahawks team that was good last year. Geno Smith showed that he can play. Then you add to the defensive backfield. We've already gotten strong with Witherspoon. You've got the perfect transition from like Lockett. You've always been able to just be good at receiver. And now you got Jackson Smith and Jigba. Defense is good. Offense is good. You got the coach. You got the quarterback. It's like, why is no one talking about the Seattle Seahawks? They're going to be good. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be fighting with the 49ers for that division. 49ers, again, they're another team you can't forget about. But when you look in the NFC, it's 49ers, it's Eagles, that's it. Then it goes to like Seahawks, Lions. I mean, it's wide open. Cowboys, Giants, maybe. I don't know. I mean, nobody in the NFC South, when you look at the Panthers, Bucks, I mean, nobody like scares you. It's like somebody will emerge out of there, of course. But the point is, you've got a division that's, you don't have a wide open division. I think, you could say that about the NFC South. NFC South, Buccaneers, like, what are they going to do? Saints, I don't know what they're going to be like. That's a wide open division. This is a manageable division, meaning you are going to have to play the 49ers, play them tough, win those games, split with them. Like, that's real. And they're going to be a good team, and they could win the division. But you either A, win the division, or B, you just get in the playoffs like you did last year. And the Seahawks feel a lot like the Eagles from a couple years ago. Remember when they kind of snuck in the playoffs, had to go play Tom Brady, and it's just like, man, it's a good team, but not quite. That's how it feels this year. Snuck into the playoffs last year. Yeah, man, tough, right? Just, I didn't like it. Go have a tough game in the playoffs and it doesn't work out. But it just feels like this year, everything's been added on to. Geno Smith now has the confidence. And that was a big thing from him, is like, dude, you can play. You are a good quarterback. So somehow the Seahawks get oluwatimi, Witherspoon, Charbonnet, an incredible draft class based on, and that backed up last year's draft class that was really good. I like the Seahawks. We've been talking about them on this channel for quite a while now. We like we said, if you're new to our channel, we make videos for teams that don't get the love nationally like they should, and cover stories that the national media would never touch. And so we've just like keep coming back to the Seahawks more and more and more. And then we like the Seahawks. I never liked Russell Wilson. Never liked him. Thought he was weird. Thought he was a little too like corny in interviews and stuff. I was like, that's weird. I don't quite get that. So now that he's gone, I like the Seahawks. I like Geno Smith, rooting for him. Always like Pete Carroll. Always like the 12, of course, where it's just like home field advantage, which hopefully the Lions are like trying to get. It's a dome. It's loud. It's, you got to win in order to have a home field advantage and have like your fans fired up. So hopefully the Lions can get there where the 12's at. Inspiration to see like, just like, you guys were a factor for many years. Still there, still there, but it was like it was different. Like in 2014, oh my gosh, like you went there and it was just like, I don't know. I can't hear anything. Marshawn Lynch, what up? Oh my gosh. All right, I'll get out of here. Seahawks, look out for them. See you on the next one.